Hi, I'm Neil, and welcome to Wise Guides, where we give your team our best practices so you can get the most out of using SiteOwl. In today's video, we're going to discuss how to leverage SiteOwl with making sure your project is closed in the correct way. Closing out projects the right way provides a number of benefits, including keeping your data clean, ensuring you've completed the project correctly, helping your service teams and maintenance teams resolve issues faster by understanding the information about the install, and most importantly, giving your customers the best overall experience. As you can see here, I have a project nearing the end of completion and ready for closeout because both the install status and operational status are nearing 100%. The first step in my closeout process is going to be on the plan itself. So you're going to be doing this step for each of the plans that exist. Once I'm in the plan, I want to verify three specific things. The first is going to be the connections. I want to make sure all my ports are assigned, my connection cable pathways are correct, and I want to make sure they're connected to the correct hub. In addition to that, I want to make sure all my pins are in the correct spot. And then lastly, I want to make sure all my coverage areas are true to what they represent out in the field. If you are not actively involved in the project or have not been on site, it's best to bring in a project lead or a lead technician who's been working on the project to verify this information. Once you've done this, the next step is to resolve any pending flags for the project. The best way to do this is to go back to the project card and click on the flag report button, which will identify all flags pending for this current project. Once I click on the flag report button, I can begin to view all the existing flags that need to be resolved. I can also click into each one and see where the flag exists and the information behind it. Once you resolve all flags, you are now ready to make sure the data is ready for both your service teams and or archiving the project. To do this, you're going to go into project devices and make sure you're filtered to the correct project. So at the top, there's a filter button. You want to make sure you're filtered to the correct project. And then you want to make sure you configure your columns for all the data you want to make sure is represented. Typically, the most important data sets are installed by, date installed, install status, operational status, images for quality control purposes, and then you can choose to add any other ancillary information like serial number, IP address, MAC address, etc., whatever helps your maintenance teams. Most importantly, you want to check off both labor and device warranty expiration for your maintenance teams. Once you've updated here, you can begin to go through the data to see if there's anything missing. For example, you can sort through install status to see if there's anything pending. Once you see that there are still items that are needed to be filled out, you can go through each data set and fill them out or have someone who's been on site confirm that information. Once you fill out all of this information for all of the structured data fields, your project is ready for completion. You can then, if you have live sites, move the project to live sites or archive the project so that you can refer back to it in the future. To do this, you just simply go to the Information tab and go to Project Actions and either publish to live sites, or if you don't have live sites, you can archive the project, because archiving the project will keep all of the information inside. Once again, closing out your projects will ensure that everything is well organized, documented, and help you transition seamlessly to ongoing maintenance. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our team. This was a SiteOwl Wise Guides video series where we explore SiteOwl best practices. Thank you for joining us.